I'm going to go ahead and say welcome to the Appy Hour.
Awesome. Yay.
So we're going to be talking about Qvinci, and you were just filling in some of those details, Heather. You were sharing what we're going to be talking about in Qvinci and all of these features that really over the last probably year or so, since I would say almost 18 months since you've been on, you've had a lot of updates and changes in the way that the ease of the program. So you have a very robust program and it's user friendly. So we are appreciative of you being here today to walk us through.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, again, we sure appreciate you guys having us.
Well, we are glad that you are here. Oh, and I want to say, Heather, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I think I know everybody that's joined us today, but in case I haven't met you, my name's Heather Satterlee, and I am a CPA, and I'm founder of Satterlee Training Consulting and Satterlee Accounting Solutions. And I am an appaholic. I will admit it. I love apps. I love technology. I love making life easier for me and for my clients. And so that's what I do all day long is I help people to make their lives easier so they can free up their time to do what they truly love.
Well, and I will say ditto to a lot of that stuff. The thing that is exciting about today is that, being that person who really likes apps and wants to utilize them in the best way inside of your firm. So this is going to be a tool that we're going to really talk about. How are we going to use this in order to be able to better serve our clients? The piece of this that's really nice is being able to have a workflow. And so workflows are really big in our world. And then being able to say, how do we do it? And what are the steps that are there? So we're going to really walk through. I love this. You're going to have a step 1, 2, 3. So today there literally are steps, and you're going to be able to see each of those action steps, which help you to go, hey, I can do this too. So I'm excited about that.
Me too, definitely.
And then I want to thank ADP for being our Champagne level sponsor for 2021. We are able to broadcast to you and share lots of information and resources to you. And so I want to make sure to say thank you to ADP. And we want to say thank you to Qvinci for being this episode's sponsor. So we're excited to have you here.
Thanks for having us. Yep.
And Charles, I would love for you to do an introduction so everybody can understand. I think there's been some questions in the background. Are you a musician?
Well, I was a music major in college, and then I decided I actually wanted a life, and because it's a tough life, and so I went into engineering. So yeah, still play though, still write and play music. Yeah.
We were laughing one time because we were together as a community, and we were saying so many of us have both these backgrounds in music and then also have chosen this career path. So it's interesting that, in engineering, that mathematical background is shared by a lot of us, and that lends itself well to music.
Yeah, it really does. A lot of connective tissue there.
Definitely. So do you want to share what your role is in Qvinci so everyone knows who you are?
Sure. I'm the founder and chief innovation officer, and started Qvinci July 1st, 2007. We incorporated or formed, and we've been building this product and filed patents. We actually own the patents on consolidation. If you have a as the patent says, you have a plurality of financial files and you want to combine them or consolidate them into a standard chart of accounts, we developed the patents on that and built that technology to solve for clients that have 1 file, 2 files, and some of our clients have 3,000 QuickBooks files, believe it or not. So we've built this reporting tech, and my background again is in electrical engineering and software, and came up with this idea actually being a turnaround consultant for small businesses. And I came home one day and said, you know what the world really needs is a really good business intelligence tool for businesses that don't have all the people and the trappings, and they're not large, they're not mid-market companies, but they still have the same needs. And so that's how Qvinci got born, was actually out of need. Necessity is the mother of invention, and wrote some code, tested it out. Sure enough, yeah, I think I'll start a company again. And that's kind of how I got started.
Well, that's as good as reason as any. And there's so many people who have been using Qvinci for a long time, and it started as this need to be able to consolidate. So
Yeah.
a lot of people know Qvinci because of that.
Right. It's, and so what we've done is we've taken all the power and the capabilities, because if you can consolidate, 600 files, there's a lot of things you can do with intelligence for clients that have single files. And so that's really what we're about today, is helping accountants who have any kind of client do business intelligence and advisory services for all of them with a few clicks of a mouse.
Absolutely. Well, so today that's what we're going to be going through, and we're going to make sure that everybody feels like these steps are something that they have at least viewed it today to go, okay, there really is some steps involved and they're easy enough to follow. And so we're going to go ahead and say, what are people saying?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And okay, so you have my screen now with my mouse moving?
Absolutely, we see you.
All right, thanks. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I've got a deck I'm going to show, and then I'm going to hop into the app and kind of show you a few things inside the app. We'll flip back and forth here. And so the power of what Qvinci can do, for your businesses. So what are people saying about Qvinci? Well, we've been around forever. We have clients in every business, from dog walking franchises to large accounting firms. And basically we deliver. I mean, that's really the deal, is that our tools work, they deliver the goods, and you can count on them. So let's talk about what this program is. We call it the Turnkey Advisor Program. And when we built a thing called Turnkey, we addressed the major areas that accountants would need to provide advisory services. And so some of the objectives is to provide value-added insights for clients. What businesses really want is they want something they understand that they can easily use and make an informed decision. In other words, show me where I need to focus my attention. And that's what the QTAP program does, Turnkey Advisor Program does. We have built in virtually automated business analysis for every one of your clients, regardless of the industry, regardless of the chart of accounts. It's going to drop out predictive analytics, and it's going to color code these things red or green. Red, bad; green, good. In your case, red might mean we should talk. And so imagine that this tool that we have, you'll select a client and you can download a template of KPIs that will guide them and show them where they've been, where they're going, and what they need to focus on. And you don't have to really know anything. Select the client, click download, and it'll build it for you automatically. Well, this allows you to work smarter. Most people, when they think of advisory services, they kind of almost equate it with consulting, and they are not the same thing. Advisory services need not be a consulting gig. Advisory services can morph to a consulting gig if you so desire. But what you're trying to do is just give them intelligence to make decisions with. That's what the QTAP program does. And so this program has been put together to add this business intelligence together in a very easy to use handful of click. I'm going to say it this way. Once you connect your QuickBooks files, I'm going to use QuickBooks ubiquitously for accounting. Once you connect your QuickBooks files to Qvinci, you can literally download what you need to deliver business intelligence to a client in 2 minutes, a month, 2 minutes. So we've built an automated solution that's going to make you the gateway through which business intelligence gets delivered to your clients. And so you're going to work smarter, not harder. It's not going to take a lot of time. You're not going to have to go build some gigantic monolithic advisory services to start doing advisory services. We built the solution for you. And of course, we stand behind our program with our customer service. Customer service, it doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's included. We're going to guide you. We're going to teach you. We're going to launch your solution for you and show you how to use it. And this is all going to happen in about an hour.
Wow.
So, deployment is fast and easy. So I'll say this, we call it friction, points of friction. What makes advisory services hard? Well, human nature. People won't spend money on advisory service without being motivated to do so. Businesses owners don't understand traditional financials. And yes, we deliver traditional financials as part of the package. But imagine with me that what you give your client is a P&L, a balance sheet. Do they know are there trends in that they can understand easily? Will they take the time? Are they analysts? No, they're not. Traditional financials are supporting evidence. Once the business intelligence shows you where to look, aha, I'll go look at the trailing 12-month report because now I know what to look at to spot trends, maybe, as an example. So the other points of friction, most accountants lack the resources required to respond to clients' advisory needs. Well, yeah, if you're going to do the lifting off the ground, that can be hard. Qvinci's built the lifting tool for you, if you will. And most of the time, what a lot of software companies will do is they'll build a solution and say, look, here's all the atomic parts. Just go figure out how to piece them all together and you can be successful. And they don't have the support teams that know the products intimately. That's not Qvinci. Our support teams are very well trained and very well versed as some of the most knowledgeable people we have at Qvinci about how to use this tool. And so we remove the points of friction. We want to make advisory services easy for the accountant to use and scale inside their firm, but also deliver to clients and beyond clients to prospects. So you got to be able to deliver scorecards that motivate the accountant and the client to collaborate, a common language, if you will. Hey, we're looking at the same thing. Don't tell them it took you 2 minutes. Just tell them here's this great tool. We're going to show it to you shortly. Accountants have to be able to communicate financial wellness in a manner clients understand. Giving them anything that you should always ask this question: what significant thing does my client do with this? If the answer is not much, well, then the value is not much. So you want to deliver value to the client, and that way you can do value billing. Qvinci provides the resources you need to jumpstart and scale it. And again, like I said, the customer success team is highly trained. So we're gonna hold your hand all along the way. Now, I'm gonna move through this very quickly. All of this slide shows you is we have documentation, everything you could ever want, the program guide, the basic user guide, which is for your staff. You don't have to use it. We're gonna launch you, but these are backup documents that are online with videos in our application. Hey, show me that marketing kit that you guys gave me again. I just want to take a look at that video. So these are supporting collaterals that are available to you. What you use in Qvinci daily is what we call the advisory portal, which is a landscape view across all your clients across 10 metrics that we've automatically rolled up. The scorecard, which is automatically generated in financial reporting, and the marketing kit and the customer success team is available by phone, email, or appointment after the fact, should you have a question. Most of the people that have taken the Turnkey Advisor program, once they go through the onboarding, they've got it. Now let's hit the ground running and scale it out. So we've answered all the questions that you're probably going to have, but if you have questions, we're going to stand behind it. So what does this program consist of? It's got 2 phases. In phase 1, we have step 1, 2, and 3, and this is what happens in that first hour of onboarding, and this is what you use over and over and over again. We'll review the metrics, looking at our portal, generate the reports using our scorecards and financials, and spread the word using our marketing kit. We have built in the marketing kit, we have pre-built templates for you to engage the 3 persona types that you're going to engage, that you have to engage: your staff, your clients, and prospects. We've built these templates that have example scorecards in them, example financials, and how to interpret it. And these messages are different for each persona type. And these templates that we built are something that just quickly get downloaded and put into your Outlook drafts folder, if you will, to be used over and over and over again. And that's step 1, 2, and 3. This is getting started. We're jump-starting it. We're getting your advisory services going. You're doing everything you need to do to jump-start advisory services to clients and prospects and engaging your staff, okay? When you want to go deeper, when you want to make more money, you want to become a little bit more deeper, you can go to step 4, which is already rolled up as well, which are forecasting and what-if optimizing tools. One of the most powerful things that we've ever built that I've ever seen. If you keep doing what you've been doing, this is where you're going to be. What are we going to do about it? We're going to make these adjustments. Now I see now I see how to manage my situation going forward. It's called the forecasting and cash flow optimizer. And then 5th is things like consolidation and benchmarking and peer benchmarking this doctor against the network of other doctors you've got, and benchmark analysis. And so what we do is we start you off with step 1, 2, 3, because it's very easy. It gets you in the game, and then you decide how deep you want to go. And this is what we call the advisory life cycle. So step 1, 2, and 3, like I said, is review the metrics. You land on the portal. I'm going to show you what that looks like here shortly. And you can drill down to underlying data on one client at a time, many clients. It's all been rolled up for you automatically for you and your staff. generating reports, you make one click, you go to the report section, you say for this client, download this KPI. Oh, 45 seconds later, the KPI falls out at the bottom of the screen, ready to go in Excel format, multiple tab Excel format for that client using their chart of accounts. Rinse and repeat for multiple clients. And then what you want to do is you want to use our marketing kit, which we call Spread the Word. And again, there are templates for you that we give to you that are ready to use out of the chute. Takes all of, I don't know, 45 seconds to get the templates downloaded in your document. We show you how to use them. You're off and running. And all you do is you rinse and repeat this format across all your clients using, and your staff can do the same kind of thing. Getting your staff onboarded is very simple, very easy.
Charles, I have a question. Sorry, Liz. I think you had a question at the same time, but I'll go first. The words first. So are you finding that the pro advisors that, or the accountants that are implementing, are they implementing this advisory program as a new product to existing clients and then charging it as an additional fee, or are they coming in and now offering it to their clients as part of their engagement?
Well, the answer to that's yes. So a lot of people will come in and say, you know what, I have my core services and I've got this advisory tool, so we're going to charge, and usually it's a flat rate for this kind of thing because it's so inexpensive. And there's several schools of thought here. I have a bunch of clients, I just want to get them using this tool. And then I've got other clients that are a little bit serious, a little bit more complex. I'm going to take my advisory services to the step 4 and 5, like I showed you. So in that case, when you get down to step 4 and 5, where you're doing the cash flow optimizer and that kind of thing, then they may do that a la carte. Okay, not part of a standard suite. Now we've got accountants that say, look, and I'll tell you one, right? I'm not going to tell you their name, but they're extremely successful. This is how they roll this out. This is part of all of their services. And I'm going to pick an industry, which is not their industry, doctors. And so they got hundreds of doctors. And they say, when you come to me and I do your accounting, your bookkeeping, yada, 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 that kind of thing, and they lead with this when they go get new doctors in, I'm going to deliver this business diligence to you. And I'm going to talk to you for 10 minutes a month about these KPIs. We're going to discuss it. This is our conversation points. They're not really telling them how to fix anything. They're saying, look, these are the results of your KPIs. This is what this means. This is maybe where you're going to focus your attention. At that point, then it can diverge into something else that said the client may say, look, I don't know where to turn. Can you go do some more research? Okay, yes, it's $250 an hour, and I think it's going to be about 4 hours, that kind of thing. So using this as a jump start, you can really take your advisory services kind of any direction you want to. So roll it, put it in as part of your core package, or monetize it a la carte. Either way works. We got people doing both.
I just love this because I find with my own clients that, once you start having these conversations with them, they want more. They want more of it. They find so much value in having someone to talk about, their financials, and forward thinking, though, looking at, how do they change their business? How do they get to that next level? And also pointing out insights that either they don't understand, or they're just not quite sure how it's relevant to their business, right? And so having someone else to, that is informed about these things, that they can bounce ideas off of, and you can give insights, they just want more and more of it.
Well, and one other point on that, and I'll tell you, because this is my 4th business. I built 3 and sold them, and you've actually seen them, you've experienced them, you just don't know it. But I will tell you that if you're dealing with a small business person, who does he talk to? He can talk to his staff about these no. Who can he talk to?
Right.
So I mean, you're the sanity. You can be just the comfort sanity that, hey, am I in the right direction? Am I focusing on the right things here? Again, you don't have to fix their problems. You just need to make them aware of where they might want to focus their attention. And that's huge, because nobody else is helping them that way. I promise you that.
Well, and the other part of this too is you don't have to start by going full bore. You don't have to invite all of your clients to it, right? You could start with an internal, attaching your own firm, start getting comfortable with the terminology, and around in your own firm, if there's team members, then start talking about either one particular client or the firm being able to share that information, because even internally, staff wants to know what's happening inside of the firm as well. So that might be a place to be able to get comfortable with talking through what are these different metrics mean.
Yeah, and I think once I show it to everybody, they're gonna go, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's just, I didn't have to spend the 3.5 hours doing it. It only took me 40 seconds. So it's easy it goes down like baby food. I'll say it that way.
It goes down like baby food.
I think you guys had a slide you wanted to do right now. Is that right, Liz and Heather? Is there one that
Absolutely. So
before we hop into that?
It is not baby food. So great news.
Definitely not baby food.
Yeah, we have a really cool drink, and I want to share it right now because it's got a very fun name and is beautiful. So as always, we love doing toast. These are fun. And sometimes we have, businesses that are really, really creative with their drink. I am a blueberry fan. So this drink to me is absolutely beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure to share with everybody. I mean, grapefruit juice, I don't know about y'all, but blueberries, grapefruit juices, it's like
yum, 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 yum.
Yeah. Now the tequila and the rum, and vodka, I'm gonna have to say all of that in one. This innocent looking drink has got some punches in it. So watch out. But the blue cute tea, I think is quite clever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to you because
it's a beautiful drink. And here's to Qvinci.
Yes.
Thanks so much. I love that. I love the name too. The blue QT. Got a nice ring to it.
It does. And the blueberries, and all of that booze. You're going to have a good time for sure. All right. I just passed it back, Charles. You should.
Okay. Do you have my screen again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, now that you've got your drink, mix ready to rock and roll and whatnot, we're going to introduce you to the 3 steps. The first thing is to review the portal, what we call the portal. And I'm going to actually bring the portal up. It's a little hard to see here. I'm going to show you how it navigates. This is what you and your staff do. And it presents clients' data in a summary format. And all these cells are hot and you can drill down. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here and log in real quick. And so when you log in and your staff log in, you land on this screen. And so these are all your clients here. And we're automatically pulling the data from the QuickBooks files every day, automatically, basically. And we're rolling up these analyses over here. There are multiple periods available, last month, year to date. And if you select these date periods, it changes the numbers. And so you get a landscape view of everybody. Well, this is good. And you're looking for red. Remember, it said red's bad, green's good. Yeah, look for big red things. Wow. And if it's red, that means it's going the wrong direction. So this particular cell is an example. It's called the top 10 expenses. And if I click this cell, it's saying the top 10 expenses for this client is Craig's Lawn. These are the top 10 expenses. And I'm on fiscal year to date. The top 10 expenses for the fiscal year to date last year, and I got my cutoff period set to August, are these, and these are percent of total income, and this is what they are this year. Notice the order of events have changed. Take a screenshot of this. Send it to your client. I bet they don't know this. I'm betting they don't know this. So as an example, you can drill down to all of these things. Months of cash. Months of cash are off by 45%. I wonder what that is. Click that cell. Here it is. Last fiscal year, you had 2.16. Now you got 1.18, and going the wrong direction here. So these are quick snapshot drill downs in the portal that you and your staff, your clients do not see this. You link your files. All these items are here, and they help you jumpstart your conversation with your customer. If something is off 58%, cost of good, that kind of thing, it could be good. Probably an indicator. Cost of goods is off. Probably an indicator sales being down. That kind of thing. So we have some very quick drill down health and wellness kind of things across the landscape of all your clients. And this is step 1. I just want to review the metrics. I'm looking for outliers here. I'm looking for that or this, things that are, where I got a client at risk, and I can take a screenshot of and I can send it over to him and say, hey, maybe you want to talk about this, or just send it to him. Because if you just show him what the things are, he knows where to focus his attention, right? So, you know, you've got those kind of things available to you. And that's called the advisory portal. Again, you and your staff will join in. You'll scan the landscape of clients, scan the landscape metrics, click down to the underlying data, and now you've got a card there that you can send to the client, and we've rolled it up for you. You don't have to do anything, nothing.
You know, what I really love about that dashboard, that really sets Qvinci apart from some of the other reporting apps, because you're able to see your entire client list there and actually look across your entire client base for, you know, maybe clients that need help in the same area, and things that you can be focusing on. I think that's something that really does set Qvinci apart from the other reporting apps that we've seen.
Well, and I do feel like this is a priority list. It's like if you have
Yeah, totally.
like Craig's landscaping, it's like Craig Lawn. Right now, we know Craig needs major help, and so that might be the first tasking. And then being able to say that the dental office is doing well, being able to send them a notice of good job, like everybody needs that too,
Right.
and to even tell them what they did that was good, so they might even not even know what changed. So
Right.
sharing some insights.
And the other thing is this, remember, these periods change. So if you change it to last month versus prior month, you get a different view. You can have unfavorable movement month over month that you didn't have year over year, or vice versa. So you want to kind of come up here and change these periods, last month versus same period last year as an example. I click it, all the metrics change. Boy, I got a lot of red here now, and I'm 150 off here now. So you might want to come through here and very quickly. I mean, how long would it take to do this manually? You know, come in here, click through them, find the ones that are at risk. You know, Bristol Dental Group's off 46% on cash. There's their bank account balance. You know, it could be a problem, especially in light of months of cash left over, that kind of thing. So and again, take a snapshot. You're sending them information. All you're trying to do as an advisor is say, look, I'm watching. I've got your back. Look at these metrics here. Just thought you might want to know. Okay. And they're going to love you for that. Because like I said, what small business guy has anyone to talk to so that he trusts?
Well, and they don't understand. It's like you pointed out, they do not understand most often why they're doing better or worse. They don't understand those drivers.
No, they don't generally, because they're subject matter experts. They know everything about ice cream. They can tell you everything about ice cream, but they're not financial people for the most part, or an analyst. So the next thing we do is, I'm going to go ahead and minimize this thing. The next thing you do is, after you've taken a look at that, we want to produce something that we can send to the client that says, okay, here's a little more detail. It's all color coded for you, and I'm going to show you you. Now, you don't even have to know the name of the chart of accounts for the client, because Qvinci is going to automatically populate the top 5 income, other income accounts, top 5 COGS if they have it, top 5 expense, other expenses, and custom ratios down here. Select the client, click download. We're going to populate this for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build this analytics out over here. Now, I'm going to say this. When you run this, it downloads into Excel. I'm going to show you what an actual download looks like. It's got multiple tabs in it. This is one tab in the KPI report. Here's what we do. We say, you know what? We're going to pull the last 12 months as an average. This is you. Let's say this is Bright Smiles Dentistry. This is you, Bright Smiles. Average for the last 12 months, you did 154, 947, 87 every month. That's your average. And then we establish a low and high range. This is 2% lower than that. This is 2% higher than that. Why? I got 5 accounts here. And if I'm 2% off across 5 accounts, I don't know, simple math, 2 times 5 is 10%. That's a big swing, okay? So this is an ideal range. And I wanna know when I'm out of range, the wrong direction. So this column is the reporting month. We're running this on June. And this reporting month is 156. You know what? It's in range for what you did the last 12 months. This one's green. Why? Because he's better than the high. So we color coded green, doing well. You did well on this one. This one's off. He's red. He's lower than the low. He's going the wrong direction. So we pay attention to red. Same thing with COGS, and expenses are coded a little bit differently. If you're within range, if you're lower than the low on expenses, we're going to make that red. You've done a good job of cost control. In this case, dental supplies are 15,205. Your average is in here. You broke that badly. So we're going to color code that red. In other words, I spent more here than I did as an average last year with a 4-point swing. So we do these kind of things, and we do the calculations of months of cash. 7.4 months of cash. The average is here, so that's good. Everything's good. These are rolled up ratios for you. And so you want to see trending. One thing that helps people is to show them how they're trending. So in this case, this particular KPI, it does month over month. So the prior month was this, and we compare this to this and trend it here. If this month, reporting month, current month, is better than the prior month, we're going to give you a green check. If the current month is worse than the prior month, you're going to get a red X. What do I care about? Green checks, I'm going the right direction. I'm in range. I'm trending favorably. Red X's, I am going the wrong direction. So you can imagine, and we do this month over month. We have fiscal year to date versus fiscal year to date, and last 3 months versus prior 3 months. You can download all 3 of them. Take about a minute. So what are you telling them? Without you doing anything other than going client, click, this falls out. And now you've got business intelligence, something to talk with them about, and I bet they don't know this. They probably don't know this. So let me bring up the, I'm gonna bring up a real example. You select the client, you click download, and it looks like this. It comes out in Excel. Everybody knows Excel, right? There's a guidance tab here. This is an example of a real download, 40 seconds, right? A guidance tab that tells you how to interpret what you're about to see on these tabs down here. This is Excel. Qvinci's authoring tool looks, plays, smells like Excel. We've pre-built it for you. The KPIs have automatically been built. They've automatically been analyzed. They've been color-coded for you for this client. Select that client, give her different chart of accounts, different numbers, different coding automatically. After you look at this, you know, the next thing that person is going to want to see that you can help them with, the top 10 expenses in descending order, period over period, color-coded. This is you, average of the last 12 months, this reporting month, here's your actuals, prior month, guess what? If it's red, trending unfavorably. If you download the fiscal year to date, it's going to be the fiscal year to date over year to date. So give them both of them. Download both of them, send them over in an email. Next thing is going to be, everybody wants to see this. How's my cash year over year, month over month doing? Qvinci refreshes your data every day, so it's automatically updated every time you download this template. So income, net income, red lines the variance. Red numbers are bad juju, going the wrong direction. If it's below the 0 line, going the wrong direction. So they get this. Trending is very easy to understand. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Look at this month. In May of both years, we take a hit to net income badly. I actually had a client, I built an Excel file, a QuickBooks file like this. I had a client that had this problem that couldn't figure it out. They didn't even know it. All they knew was we spend the last 4 months of the year trying to make up for losses the first 6 months. This shows you that you got something happening in May, right? Because it's happening 2 years over year, right? You're running cash balance month over month, looking at the same kind of trending kind of thing. And then an AR AP analysis tool, which I'm not going to get into this right now. It's better than AP and AR balances. This is your levels, movement, and difference month over month. In short, if my accounts receivable is going up at this rate, that's fine as long as I don't see this difference growing at a higher rate, meaning I am not collecting. Invoicing more, collecting not as well. So this is an example of the scorecard that comes out when you click download. Well, okay, well, you know, if you take a look at the rest of the deck here, and you, by the way, I believe everybody's going to get this deck if I'm not mistaken. This is an example of these cards. Say again.
Well, okay. So here's my question is, when you are working with a client, what do you recommend? Do you recommend going and looking in the product, or do you recommend sharing that Excel sheet or printing to PDF?
Yeah, no. So our marketing kit addresses that. We've built the marketing kit. And so what you'll do is you'll take the email template that we build for you and attach their actual KPIs in Excel format. The other thing about using Excel is this, you know, when you have Excel and we want to let you be an advisor and you want to deliver something to them, you know, what stops you from coming in here and saying, you know, Frank, OMG, you know, you can put custom notes in here, code that thing yellow, right? So we've built the template with the data. What you want to do is take this data in Excel format, attach it to our marketing template, and send it out to the client. And you give it to them each and every month. And you know what they think? My God, this guy's watching my back. She's delivering the business intelligence to me. I get it, understand. And oh my, I got a call about this. So our templates say attach the financials in PDF, attach the which we dump for you automatically. It takes like 20 seconds. Dump this template. It'll come out in Excel format. Attach them both. Stick it in the marketing template for clients. Send it out to them, and they're going to think you're great. They're going to think you're real great because nobody else is helping them that way. So these are the examples of the, what I just showed you inside the template itself. Example of our style. Now, we do give you reports, balance sheet, P&L, various periods, trailing 12-month. What we do though is we style them so they don't look like black and white sterile stuff that would dump out of QuickBooks. So it looks like you spent time styling this thing. Well, we styled it for you, okay? And so we do those that automatically comes out as part of the package. So like I was mentioning, the last part of step 3 is step 3 of the marketing kit. We have built a staff introductory email for you to introduce this solution to your staff. We've written the content for you here, how to interpret it. It's in an email template. I'll show it to you shortly. We built one for existing clients. You download the template, then you copy one, call it Brad's Chicken, attach his financials, send them over. And then this is it's really important, attracting new clients or prospects. If you want to get new clients or prospects, show them what you're going to give them. So we got sample scorecards and sample financials. Say, when you come to me, it explains what they're going to get. You send it off to them. And that's why they want to join up with you, because you're going to deliver something they can't. Did we have any questions at this point that you guys want to ask before I hop into the marketing kit and kind of show you the examples?
You are showing the pieces that I was hoping for. So being able to see the marketing kit, knowing that it's there, being able to, how do you recommend that we utilize the tool, and being able to answer the questions. Each piece of these are things that we have people who are asking us: cash flow, AR, AP, like each one of these you've addressed in a workbook tab.
Right.
And in a comfortable place is Excel. You're right.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and if you want to listen, if you want to send over in PDF instead of Excel, open Excel, dump it to PDF. It's the same thing, right? So, but Excel looks like you spent more time than a PDF, right? It looks like you've invested time and effort in doing something, and it's got the formulas in it, by the way, when you dump it out. So when you're reviewing it. So this is, and when we do the marketing kit, the culmination of the marketing kit that we have pre-built for you are these example templates. And we do this literally, again, on the onboarding. I mean, this whole thing takes like 30 seconds. We put it in your template and we tell you how to use it. So you can see, as an example here, this is a marketing template to introducing our firm to prospects. You'll come in here, you'll put your signature in here. We've explained what they're about to open up and look at, okay? And you'll change the text in here. It says, hey, our firm is this, that, and the other, whatever. But we've built the content for you. We've given you an example scorecard here. If you open this up, it looks like that example I showed you. Sample financials. And I have clients that are using this. You buy a list of dentists or doctors or HVAC or whatever, have a marketing company, and you send this out to a blind prospect. This is why you come to me, because they expect you to do your accounting, right? You have to do accurate accounting. If you said, well, I'm mostly accurate, you're not going to get the business, right? They're expecting you to do timely, accurate accounting. Oh, and by the way, be competitive on price. But nobody's getting this kind of thing. And so you're differentiating yourself. I'm going to do those things for you, but I'm going to deliver this for you. And when they come here, they're going to open this thing up. And when they click this thing open, just right out of the email, they're going to have an OMG moment, because nobody's given that to them. And that makes you different.
Well, and the message internally that we keep saying in our firm is we have to have really outstanding customer service. People are in need of people right now. And so being able to guide them through something, this is a conversation tool. This is something that's not just, like you said, those flat reports.
Right. Yeah, you'll use this to jumpstart your conversations and attract clients to you. There are 3 of them. The template for prospects, the template for clients, and the template when you want to introduce Qvinci the program to the rest of your staff? How do you convey what we're talking about on this webinar here to people who have never, or not going to sit on are not sitting on a webinar? Okay, well, we've written it out for you. We've attached examples, the basic user guide, introducing them to the program. This tells them how to navigate it. It's a document, how to navigate it, how to get in, how to use the tool. So, because it's just as important when you're messaging to have all your staff on the same page as well, without making this a hard rollout. Nobody wants pain of change. So let's make it easy for them to get in. We train you, the admin. And of course, if they need help inside our application, there's a chat button in the bottom right-hand corner. There's a help button in the bottom right-hand corner. They can engage our staff. But the takeaway is, however, realistically, it's not just enough to have a great tool that does all this. You need to have someone who's rolled up the explanation of how to engage these persona types, introducing the tool to them. And that, in a nutshell, is the marketing kit that we've built. We put together. We dock it in your drafts folder, show you how to use it, teach you how to use it, show you all the value props, that kind of thing. And you're using, and now you've got a complete solution for jump starting step 1, 2, 3. Step 1, 2, 3, getting started with your advisory services. So, do you guys have any questions or comments at this point before I move forward into the deck?
I think that the comments are that really being able to have these tools readily available, to be able to share with the team how to be able to walk through with a client and connect. I think that that's the piece right here. And this dashboard really does allow for you to be able to see everything very quickly. And it looks like these have filters.
Yeah, and I mean, I also want to just point out, I mean, Qvinci, you're showing the advisory thing, which is amazing, and it makes it so easy to get implemented and start using it right away. But we're doing a deep dive with you in a couple of months, and there's actually a lot more that Qvinci can do as well. Like, we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, this is the I want to get advisory services starting in a meaningful way that's going to succeed really quickly without going through a lot of pain.
Right.
And that's what we're doing here. I just want to show you this. When you want to do the reporting, those KPIs, you click the client. It takes you to the reporting tab. You select the one you want. Yeah, I want that scorecard for fiscal year to date. And you click preview and it downloads the Excel file. This is the effort involved, literally. You want financials? I want without ARAP, great, click preview, it downloads the PDF package. Literally, in 2 minutes, you've done everything you need to do and you're ready to send it out to the client. So we've got a workflow. I didn't show this earlier. We got a workflow here. And if you want any help, here's all these hot links to all those documents I showed you earlier in the deck with videos in there, including the marketing kit. So you want to read, you want to learn more. I forgot, I slept. Click those links. It's going to take you home. So that's the tool in itself. Now you want to the advisory, like I describing the advisory, the marketing kit. Deliver it in 2 minutes, get it in 2 minutes. Some suggested pricing. And so here's this, you said, how do you price this? How do you launch it? This is our suggestion. It's extremely successful. Take some clients, put them in the system. Qvinci is very cost effective. I mean, you could not do what we do for what we charge. And give it to your clients for 90 days. Don't charge them anything. As they say, get them hooked on the drug. So now there are several ways to do this. Roll it in, like you said, roll it into your advisory package services. Or listen, if you just want to look, all I want to do is deliver advisory services. I want to spend $2. I want to spend 2 minutes a month, and I just want to make really good margins. Charge them $50. Charge them $100. I have people charging $250 for what I just showed you per report per client per month. Do what you want. It's more than valuable. But if you just want to get in there, deliver services, deliver it, then do it. It's going to differentiate you. And so you can do this any way you want to. You got a lot of fluid ways of testing the market and trying pricing that you'd like to try out. So we've done step 1, 2, and 3. Now, when you want to go deep and you really want to make a difference and you want to make really good money doing it, you may want to do our forecasting and what if optimizing tool. And we call it what if. And it works like this. This tool exists. By the way, I should mention, Everything I'm showing you is in your account. It's available right now. We don't have layers. One time the money, everything we have, for the most part. Well, there's one additional thing. If you want to drill down to GL, that's a small option you can do from the admin portal, from the advisory portal, drilling down to underlying data as an option. This is what we call the forecasting optimizer. I've designed this and built this when COVID hit. And it turned out to be we had like 1,000 people sign up for a webinar to see this thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna interrupt. Why did you do it during COVID? What was the call out here or the need?
Well, so I did this in early March, and we launched it, I believe, in April. And businesses were being shut down. Mm-hmm. I mean, people, you couldn't go. Restaurants were getting hit. I mean, cash flow, money was becoming a problem. Revenue was becoming a problem. Nobody knew, and frankly, nobody knew what was going to happen. Right? A lot of unknown states. So we built this tool that can be delivered through the accountants, so you can design what I call a likely reality. So what it does is, and so we wanted to be able to project cash flow. If I keep doing what I've been doing, and with known adjustments I think I can make, and this is where you as an accountant can really help the client. Again, this dumps down to Excel. You'll say, you know what? I want to build this based on a single month or a range of months or seasonal, month over month, same period last year. And I want to start my first what if, we call it a what if. My first what if month is October of 2020. You'll just put the data in. And my reference month is, I'm going to use September. So you can pick the starting months or range of months that you want. And Qvinci is going to populate there automatically with the chart of accounts. And then it projects all that forward. That's what this is. This is the actual. It gives you actual versus what if. And what you do for your client, which really makes a difference, is when you click the first download, all these months are going to be based on if I keep doing what I've been doing. Well, everybody when COVID hit, didn't think they were going to keep doing what they've been doing, right? So what can I control and what is beyond my control? And you come in and you go, you know what? I think I'm going to take a hit of 60% to fee for service income, and I think my product sales are going to take a 80% hit. You put in what you think is going to happen. And you begin to come down here into these costs and change these what if numbers down here. As an example, consulting historically was $12,282. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to dial that to 0. I think that's a cost I can really control. And I'm going to bring that back here at 50%. Okay. So I put 50% in. So on a per line basis, per month basis, I change my what if results and I look at the trending cash. And what we've had people say, I think this saved my business because I knew what I needed to do, literally. And the accountant clicks this, opens it up, selects the client, it automatically populates. They take a look at these trends, and I'll tell you how you use this one because it's a big deal. This is usually like this. Running cash balance is usually like this for a lot of companies that are struggling. Dump this to Excel, send it to the client, say, I've got a tool. We can design a likely reality. I think we can make some progress here. But if you don't make any changes, this is what's going to happen if you keep doing what you've been doing. And you know what every customer is going to say? Oh my God, can you help me? Yeah, I can. So the accountant uses this to modify it. And do we have a lot of talking points in here if we want to? A lot of talking points. Any questions on this?
I think one of the things this tool is great. One of the things that I really, really like about it is what I hear from our peers is sometimes, what if I'm wrong? What if I give them advice that's bad? Well, here we've got this what if tool, and all we're saying is, what if you did this? There's no right or wrong in here. This is just informing.
No, I mean, you're trying to make an educated, people put budgets together, and it's the swag method. For the most part, either replicate last year, and add 3%, or a swag method. But here, you want to use this as a collaborative tool. You're not telling them that you can't tell them, you do this is what's going to happen, because that's a given. If they deviate from success on these lines, then yeah, if they keep spending the way they were, then yeah, it's going to continue to be a problem. But you use this as a collaborative tool to say, look, I'm going to send this over to you, and I'll take a stab at it. You take a stab at it. We'll work this thing back and forth, and see what you're comfortable with, what you think you can really do. Because what's really cool about this is as you move through the year, Qvinci is going to populate these actuals okay? And now we're looking at actual versus what we said we thought we could do, which is a big deal. It's a really big deal. So this is step 4 in the 5-step life cycle, is building forward-looking. Who has forward-looking tools? Is building forward-looking tools based on educated assumptions that you make with your client, let's say. And how valuable is this? I mean, who does not want this tool in their business? Everybody wants this one in their business. So that's step 4. And that one you charge, that one, we have people charging $1,500 to $2,000 to roll that up. And it doesn't take any time to do it. You'll charge whatever you want to do. So that's step 4 in the process. We've got just a few minutes left, so I'm going to move pretty quickly here. So when you want to get really advanced, let's say you want to attack franchises. We own the patents on consolidation. This is an example of a scorecard that compares a dentist to all of your dentists anonymously, automatically. It's called a custom KPI scorecard. It's in the tool. It can be used. So when you have a plurality, you have a franchise or a plurality of like kinds, you can now do industry benchmarking, comparing them to peers just like them. Nobody knows who anybody is. This is using your ecosystem of doctors, of lawyers, of dental clients, comparing them in a standard chart of accounts to others just like them. Franchises use this like crazy because the best thing to predict, the best predictor of what you can do is what the average and the top 20% of other people like you are actually doing. Now we're not swagging it. Now we're not taking a poach at it. Hey, listen, this is what everybody else is doing. Does this allow you to go out and get more dental clients? Oh, I think it does. Send this out as an example.
Well, and the other piece of this is if you are serving in an industry, to be able to say, is somebody really off track and why? Is it location? Is it, what is happening there? Is it staffing? What is it? So there's lots of pieces of information that are available inside this tool, especially if you're comparing across industries. Right. I want to say, since we are at the bottom of the hour, I'd love to launch the poll. And Charles, you can keep talking, but I want to get this poll up there.
Okay.
So everyone should see this poll, and we're just asking, would you like Qvinci to reach out to you? Would you like to be able to learn more about the things that you're seeing and how that really fast download was impressive? And I agree, you have built a tool that is very user-friendly.
Well, and that was part of that friction we had to remove. And early on, we talked about friction. Boy, if it's hard to use, yep, it doesn't matter, right?
I agree. We had somebody saying that they did not see the poll. If you're not seeing the poll, just go ahead and put into chat, because I see the poll on my side.
It just came up for me, so maybe it took a minute.
Okay,
yeah, there it is.
Might have been a delay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so lots of yeses, which is fantastic. I really liked your what if scenario. I really liked the additional tool that you built to be able to say, what if, let's change some of our variables here and what happens.
Right.
You can even play that game with, payroll or offering a new service. I mean, that there's so many different what ifs that you can do.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and count down this poll. So if you want to make sure that you are reached out to, I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We should have.
Right, and I'll let you take the deck.
Thank you. Fantastic. Well, and Heather, do you mind, while I'm getting this launched, do you mind sharing that we're going to have this deep dive and being able to have more information?
Yeah, we are going to be doing a deep dive. Let me grab that date for everyone. Just head in here and I will give you the date I want to say.
And while you're
And it is towards the end of the year. It's on December 14th. We're going to be doing a deep dive into Qvinci. So if you want to hear about all of the other amazing things, there's a really great kind of data review feature in Qvinci that I'm excited. I'm hoping, Charles, that you guys are going to show us that in December, because that's one of my favorite features. So lots more to come. I mean, you can get started right away. And that's the thing I love about it, is now it's kind of plug and play, right? For us accounting firms, but then we can go in, and as we kind of become Qvinci experts and are able to create more of our own reports, really the sky's the limit, which is amazing. So, and
if you know Excel, you know Qvinci's authoring tool, because it is well, it's just it's basically Excel.
Yeah, it's the place that a lot of us work.
Yep.
And awesome. So we have exciting more news that is happening this week. So Heather and I are actually jumping on a real plane and going to be in real life in person with each other. I know, we're super excited
tomorrow. Like we get to hug each other tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. So big smiles. I have a bag to pack.
Me too.
Yeah. So, okay, that doesn't surprise me. But what we are going to be doing is we are going to have a special guest on our show. Joe Woodard is going to join us, and we are going to talk about mapping your entire Scaling New Heights journey. So what classes do you want to pick? What is the thing that you want to have as your focus? And then also, whenever you go to the exhibit hall floor, knowing that this is the track that you're going to be taking, this is your plan. To be able to make sure that you've got a plan in action to be able to go and hit the exhibit hall running, because you're going to know which ones you wanted to go talk to. So
very exciting. We haven't had Joe on Happy Hour before, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, so he will be joining us on Thursday. So special.
And we have a special Woodard drink too.
Yeah, we do.
I can't wait. It's so awesome too. So very cool.
It's very exciting. Well, I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us. Thank you for your time today. I know a lot of you have got deadlines, and so we were able to be part of your community while your head's down. So grateful for that opportunity. And then we also want to say thank you to our Champagne level sponsor, ADP and Qvinci, for walking us through an amazing demonstration of how we can offer being able to advise our clients in a platform that's very easy to use. So thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, until then, everyone, take care, and we'll see you all soon.
Take care.